Okay, so Corvonia. I always used to think that was Ainsley Harriott that did that.
I've got no reason to doubt you if you told me with authority it was Ainsley Harriott. But
what? I just feel like it's something he would have done, but he was not on the advert.
Have you checked? Like, are you sure that it's not him?
I will check.
Yeah, we should know, because I mean, we're saying it with a degree of confidence. It's not Ainsley Harriott. He's going to be furious if it was Ainsley Harriott.
Yeah.
Because they'll use that to stop him getting the royalties.
I don't know if it's the kind of information that is accessible. I don't think you can find out who did the Corvonian or Corvonia. No, it wasn't him.
We'll ask him when we get big.
Yeah, it's probably the guy that did the Go Compare adverts. Let me just yawn. I feel like
For some reason, I only know that because it was on TalkSport. Why the fuck it was
Talk
on TalkSport?
Sport.
I have no idea.
Okay. Welcome back to the Pudding Boys podcast. We've spent this week on a Buddhist retreat in order to calm ourselves down from last week's hate-fueled rant. We're going to guide your chi through this Wednesday, all calm and quiet like. I'm Blore.
I'm Sensei Naylor.
And welcome back to the Pudding Boys. We are going to jump straight in on this. I say that every week. We're going to jump straight in, though. He says not jumping straight in. Back on Gusto. Gusto round 2. The meal box. If anyone was listening to episode 5, Meal Deal.
Was that only like 3 episodes ago?
Yeah, it feels like a long time.
We've grown. If you go backwards in time.
Yeah.
Appreciate the reverse development. See where we come from.
Yeah, don't just listen to the old video. Go back in time and play it. Because it makes no sense out of context. You need to travel back in time two weeks ago.
It needs to be October.
Yeah. I think it's because we record on the Friday before the Wednesday.
Except it's Thursday today.
Yeah. The one time we're not doing it on time. We've got stuff to do tomorrow. Anyway, Gusto round 2. I've formed some more opinions. Now, where we left off, I had an issue with Gusto delivering my box.
You've had an issue with Yodel.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's fair. I had an issue with Yodel. And I didn't have many issues with Gusto, apart from I was worried about the amount of packaging. I'm fine with it now that I've seen how much you can recycle all the different bits. And I've got no issue with the vegetables and the meat. Like that's totally fine. They come from responsible places, as far as I can tell. So it was just like they are messy recipes. That's the only kind of downside. I feel like they are messy recipes. The Lazy Town girl would have a nightmare day.
I think you could. I'm living proof that you can get them tidy.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
Hit a group. Basically, read the goddamn cards because you don't.
Yeah.
Read the cards, but then you'll reorder bits. Like I'll do all my prep.
I did that today. I reordered the prepping of the pastry because I was not going to have the side space to roll that out.
My shit was washed up and ready by the time I plated up. Like, our kitchen is pristine this evening.
Excellent.
And I made ragu, so that's messy.
Oh, ragu is messy. So that happened. They got the box to me, and I think that's where we left it. I was only one box in.
Cooked yet, had you?
No, I'd cooked a couple, and we'd failed the lasagna.
Yeah.
So I've had a few more boxes now. We had a box. The second box arrived perfectly fine. Third box, I had a mishap where I didn't transfer funds to the correct account.
So you screwed it all.
Yeah, so I didn't put enough in our joint account, and essentially there was nothing in there for Gusto to take out. But instead of telling me, they just cancelled it. And so I'm sat there on Sunday looking like an idiot waiting for this box that doesn't arrive.
You learned though.
Well, I did, yeah.
You won't forget to put the money in next time.
I'll be honest, they weren't very good about that one.
When you say good, they weren't sympathetic.
They weren't sympathetic, and they didn't offer any kind of fixes. I managed to get a box a day faster than I would have otherwise.
But at your expense. And
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the thing that I've got, my sympathy's not there because I was there when they sent all the thing out, like, we're going to...
Yeah.
So, I knew.
Yeah, well, I feel
But
like
if you'd come in when you did, I
Yeah.
feel like that probably wasn't thrown in your... Like, we got several emails. It was basically like the Go Compare guy came around the house.
screamed in your
like,
face.
Put the money in on Wednesday!
Yeah, well, no, I knew they'd take the money early, that's fine, but the money was in there. It was only not there for like an hour.
When they try and reserve it.
But it must have just flicked their system up a bit for that 1 hour, and then there was no going back. They cancelled it automatically, didn't tell me, removed the box from existence, and when I went back through with the guy to put the box back together for a day later, he said, he was like, oh, what did you order? So I told him, because they couldn't check because they removed it from their database entirely, and he said, oh, 3 of those meals are sold out. So what I'll do is I'll just put placeholders in, you go on and sort them. So I went on.
Everything had gone.
No, everything was there.
Oh.
It was all there. All the things that I wanted were still in stock.
Yeah.
So it's just a bit, how incompetent is this dude?
He's probably playing with you a little bit, to be fair. Like, he wants you to work, but you've pissed them off.
Maybe. I sent some. I may have put caps lock on.
Ooh.
In emails.
Did you use the word ombudsman anywhere? Because I love throwing the ombudsman, and if I'm pissed off,
I don't think I can say ombuds. There we go, ombudsman.
I love I've never used the ombudsman. I don't know who the ombudsman is for.
No.
Meal boxes.
Yeah.
But God, I like that he's there.
There's got to be someone. No, I didn't, but I did drop the I will go to HelloFresh.
Yeah,
I mentioned HelloFresh by name.
I don't think they were that bothered.
They were not bothered by that. I think because I had then, at that point, I'd recommended Gusto to 2 of my family members during the time where it was like double rewards. So I'd actually gotten 60 quid credit.
So they owe you money, so they want
you
to go.
They're like, yeah, fuck off.
Come back when you've not got any spare money.
Yeah, please leave. So that happened, and then that box arrived. Fine, it was good, apart from that. Then the box afterwards arrives, and I've got 3 meals that involve chicken. I get 1 chicken breast, or 1 pack of 2 chicken breasts, and I'm in need of 3 packs of chicken breasts. Yeah. Now, what I did like from that experience is I learned how to do the complain about missing ingredient. Ingredient.
Yeah.
And it was just straight away, oh, here's, what was it, like 11 quid they gave me or something?
I probably was for the meat.
Yeah, it was a high amount of money, which
more than the chicken breast would have been to go and buy.
Well, yeah, I went and bought them the next day and it was like 4 quid. So that was alright, I wasn't too bothered by that. I can see how it would be a problem if you were ordering these boxes for the reason that you don't really get out.
Yeah, or that you were really close to your...
Yeah, you needed that food and you weren't going anywhere tomorrow.
Yeah,
you had a late day at work or something.
The middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see how it could be an issue. It wasn't for me. Then in that same box later on in the week, I go to put the oregano, or as Rue hates me saying, oregano. I was putting the oregano on the chicken. And there wasn't any. So I quickly went on the app, and they gave me £1 for not having it.
Yeah.
That's good.
That comes in good. The thing, I mean, we had a little phase with them, like 6 weeks in a row, where they missed something out of everyone.
Yeah.
They were fine. They're actually really quite good after. They were really hot on the giving us money. But it's fine if it's an ingredient that you can just go and buy a bit. Oh, you might have in like oregano.
Yeah.
Or chicken, like the co-op.
But I imagine mirin would be a pain in the backside.
Oh, they missed on at least one of them. They missed the bag of stuff you get for it.
Yeah, so all the bits that you don't have.
Like that sticky chicky that's got.
The General Sal's.
Yeah, I don't have like rice wine, and the co-op doesn't tend to carry like white wine vinegar and chili jam. So
you got the corn flour but nothing else.
I think corn flour.
God damn!
I just can't buy that. I'm not going to buy a big bag of corn flour.
This is it. What are you going to do with corn flour?
I mean,
I might now.
I'm starting to think about it after
because it was so good. I might start cornflouring everything.
I have looked at my cereal in the morning and thought, you could be crispier.
You could be a lot crispier, Mr. Cocoa Pop.
Cereal brands are available.
I didn't think of that. If mirin was missing, you'd have to go and buy a bottle of mirin.
That's the thing. Like, if it's your spring onions.
Yeah, you go and buy one. Yeah.
But if it's like the crux of the meal, and it's something that's I said to you, that's why I started getting them, because I haven't got room in our kitchen to keep in all of its really bespoke little things. I need a sachet.
Yeah.
I don't need a huge bottle that we use twice a year.
Yeah. That's off by the next time you use it. That's one of the things I like.
Yeah.
Now, I was lucky I had oregano. I had...
Who doesn't have oregano?
Who doesn't have oregano? So, yeah, I had that, and I sprinkled on maybe less than 5p's worth. So I made my money on that complaint. Now, after that one, we've just today finished a box. No issues. Perfect. And that's like the 4th or 5th box. And although I've had all those troubles, I'm sticking with it, including the fact that the next boxes aren't reduced because the offer's finishing now. I'm sticking with it because the meals have been so good and interesting. My meals before were good, but they were not this interesting.
Yeah, you've had them 30 times a year.
Yeah. Oh, more.
52 times a year.
Yeah.
Once a week at least.
Yeah. And so some of the things that I've been cooking, I would never have figured out how to make that General Tso's chicken. That's unlocked the takeaway for me. Now
that's like me with the sticky chicken.
Yeah.
It's basically the same thing without the broccoli.
Yeah. Oh, the broccoli was good, but we'll get on to that. But because the broccoli was a bit weird. But like every Gusto box so far, every meal has had like a weird moment where I'm like, this looks like shit. This isn't working. And then it says like, just hold on, don't be a bitch, and cook it for a minute. Oh, it's magically good.
I'm going to go back to my favourite topic in the world here. They are basically like organic Technic sets.
Yeah.
Because you put that linkage in, and suddenly these disparate piles of gears become a working gearbox, and
it's magic.
It is.
And I think they designed the recipes with that. It's that little sprinkle of Gusto magic.
Do you know what they're doing? They're testing to see if you're following the instructions.
Yeah.
Because if you wing them,
it's not going to work.
You're going to bugger them up.
Definitely. Now, I have, as of today, stopped preparing some of their vegetables the way they tell you to. Like today, they wanted me to get kale, fry it in butter, and cover it in mustard seeds. That's not going to work for me. What would work is if I just boiled some kale and left it tender.
I'm going to disagree with you. I think you're wrong there.
I don't need buttered kale.
Why? Okay, so you want your kale to be less buttery?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I like the taste of greens and vegetables. And they're constantly baking and frying vegetables.
But they're putting interesting shit like.
Sometimes yes, sometimes it's good. Like turning the vegetables into a coleslaw. Great, I'll do it.
If there's garlic in the house and I've got vegetables, if there's garlic and butter in the house, you better believe they're going to be having a little sit down with those vegetables.
I would rather boil them first or steam them first. They made me. They made me.
If you skip this step, the whole thing's going to fall apart.
They made me bake broccoli in the oven.
Yeah, the tender stem stuff.
No.
Oh.
A head of broccoli.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah, no, there's a line.
Yeah.
Like if it's tender stem, give it a little bit of a glaze, like a bit of olive oil or some butter. Oh, yeah, we're talking.
Maybe if you're doing like a fake asparagus.
A tree isn't going to cook through to the middle.
No, they cut it into little chunks and then baked it in the... It was stupid. It was really stupid. It wasted foil as well. Whereas just boiling it was fine. Or steaming it.
Okay.
And I really like broccoli. So
it's a weird thing to get intense about.
It's up there with coconut. Broccoli, coconut and raisins are up there. God, why am I so fat?
Because I'm sat here thinking, like, when I pick a Gusto thing, it's like, what kind of cheese and meat is in the mix? And, like, I'll deal with the veg. I cut the carrots and the onions for the ragu earlier, but I was eyeing up the grated Italian hard cheese while I was doing it.
I think I'm proof when they say too much of anything is bad. I just eat too much full stop.
Yeah, you're getting all the good stuff, but all the bad stuff.
But a lot of it.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt that I, on Sundays, cook my own Sunday roast, because it means I've got a few bits around. Like, I had a carrot left over today, and what I did was like a pastry lid. It's not a pie. It was a pastry lid on a chicken curry with kale on the side, and it was fantastic. However, part of that was the fact that I put carrot in the curry, and it wasn't on the recipe.
Yeah, I must admit, my classic basically, because I hate raw tomato.
Oh,
hate it almost as much as peanut.
I'll eat them like apples.
No, raw tomato can do something unpleasant.
Nah.
But if I get a tomato in any of the recipes, you better believe I'm going to use it in one of the later ones. Like I'll smash it up and put it in.
Oh,
so I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of stuff: carrot, onion, tomato, garlic. If they give me too much garlic, which they always do,
they always give me too much
I'm
garlic.
going over garlic because there's no such thing.
They have their tablespoons must be pretty goddamn big in those sachets, and sometimes like they wanted me to sprinkle. I can't remember the name of the seeds. These little they were almost like sesame seeds, but they were pitch black.
I know what you mean.
Maybe gone.
Nigella.
There you go, Nigella seeds. And they wanted me to sprinkle them on some pastry today, and they just said sprinkle the seeds on, and I did, and then I had I had more left in the pack than I'd used. I was like,
that's a lot of
Nigella. And it's things with the ginger.
I don't think they differentiate some of the stuff between 2 people and 4 people.
No, I doubt they do. Yeah.
If you get red cabbage for coleslaw, you're getting enough to feed the 5,000. Jesus, Sam, when he wakes up the morning after Easter with his banzai hangover,
he needs a whole head of cabbage. I'm fine with that though, because I will just eat that cabbage raw every time I visit the fridge.
Don't see it again. No, see it again.
Raw cabbage is good.
How are you?
I don't know. But I like raw vegetables. I used to work on a market stall selling fruit and veg, and I just used to stand there all day.
Very The Hobbit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm getting the music swelling in the background as you with your trousers pulled up to your knees. You stand there,
a little pipe.
chewing your carrot and kind of surveying the day with the rest of the inhabitants. I'd say the Shire, but we both know where you should.
The Shire. It ain't the Shire.
if the Shire had like a synthetic drug problem.
Yeah, if the Shire was just literally rough as shit, then it would be that.
Yeah, if Gandalf just, instead of like tricks and magic, dealt in spice and dog poop.
Yeah, he had a lot less teeth, and they weren't knocked out, they eroded through drug abuse.
He had less teeth and less like bridge of his nose.
Yeah. Now, we're going to move on from Gusto, but we're sticking with food. We've got a foodie episode. Ooh.
This is how we calmed ourselves down after last week.
Thinking about,
we just ate a lot.
I was in the car driving to work, and I thought of so many bits that I didn't go in on, and I was seething. I think I've ground my teeth. I'm still a little bit angry. Don't let that intro fool you. I'm still a little angry.
There'll be a bonus episode. Like a pudding after dark. A pudding after 8.
Oh, god damn. I had after 8 cookies the other day.
Oh, Costa at the minute are doing the after 8, the Christmas menu.
Okay.
I had an after 8 hot chocolate and after 8 muffin. But
I'll go in on that.
Yeah, because Costa's like a little thing, but it's not payday.
No, it's not payday, and what we're talking about is payday cobs. Now, if you're from any other country or any other part of England, you probably don't call it a cob. You call it a bat or a barn or something stupid.
You just make it like a fucking rum tum tum sort of
don't overwork
bakery.
You can call it a bap if there's bacon in it.
Yeah. That's the illustration. That's all that's.
You can call it cob or roll.
What about
cob or roll?
Bam?
No.
What about bread cake?
Oh,
just stop at bread. If you call it bread, that's okay. Yeah. It's non-descriptive.
It's not very descriptive, but you can have it.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But when you call it a bread cake, you are.
No, yeah, I think a bread roll or cob is fine.
Yeah, and if it's the specific like oven bottoms again. You get into like the north of England, that's a thing. An oven bottom's a thing.
Yeah, an oven bottom muffin. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
you can describe the roll. You can say a brown cob.
Yeah. Although if you say cob it's in the south. If you go down like London and that kind of thing. Which again, we'll go.
What do you mean?
You can call it, as long as you don't call the thing what it's actually called. Chuck that in a Jimmy.
Yeah,
He knows it's the fucking. Fire.
Oh yeah, it can't be called a cob or a roll there. It's got to be called like a tip top.
Yeah, it's getting like a rum tum.
A squash bun.
Stick it in Rupert's fingers.
Yeah, they call it. That's a dumpling. That's a dumpling, mate. It's a rare dumpling.
Put it in the old taxi cab.
Oh No, it'll be Bob or something because of rhyming slang.
Oh, Bob.
Put it in the Bob. Put it in the Bob, mate.
We wrap that
turkey and ham, Bob.
In Her Majesty's sugar barnet.
Oh crap! What were we on about?
Breakfast cobs.
Okay, so now this is interesting because we've been toying with the idea of payday cobs for quite a while, and I think your payday cob and my payday cob are entirely different. You're going breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking like bacon,
Big
sausage,
breakfast,
egg, maybe
Set
a
you up
hash
for the
brown.
day.
Yeah, and I think that's great, but you can't do that in my line of work. There's no option that makes doing that possible.
There's no kind of you don't get the office kind of cob run it.
No.
Yeah, see that was the thing, and that's the thing actually that working from home has probably saved me from a heart attack.
Oh yeah. Oh, because we're talking lashings.
Oh, we're talking like five-ish quid at a greasy spoon.
Mm.
So
Which will get you a lot.
You're talking a bin lid.
You've got a full a bin lid. You've got a full English in a cob.
Yeah.
Or sub roll.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes people are putting beans on, but no.
It's messy and it's unnecessary. The beans aren't adding anything.
No, they're not.
Nobody's
They're just
going
getting
in
in
for
the way.
beans.
Yeah.
You don't have a bean cob.
You'd only put beans in it for the picture on the side.
Oh god, yeah. You would.
To make it look over
Or if
the
you
top.
were that guy in the office that has to have more than everyone else, so like.
Could I have extra black pudding, please?
Yeah. No, a little bit is enough.
Yeah, a little bit of. You don't want black pudding running through the entire cob. You want some black pudding.
Yeah, you want to taste the black pudding.
Yeah.
And enhance the flavour of the other part.
Yeah, but you're not having a black pudding roll.
Christ, that's horrible. I think I only stop and think.
I think I might actually eat that. I might have.
I
do like black pudding.
Yeah, but it needs the other bits.
It needs some bacon and
an egg.
If it's black pudding, black pudding with egg, runny egg.
Mm.
Black pudding, I like to put Coleman's mustard on, English
Yeah.
mustard, not American mustard. It doesn't belong on a breakfast.
No, it's got to be
English
spicy.
mustard. Yeah, got to make your nostrils.
Yes, it's got to be like when you open the oven when you're a little bit too close.
Yeah,
you get that. Like you feel really clean for about 30
It's like
seconds.
putting a whole pack of airwaves in at the same time.
Like when you don't read the bottle properly and you apply Vicks directly below your nose. And you see time and space on full.
It's the natural. It's the nose version of putting natural Source body wash on your balls.
Oh yeah, the do not put on knob and bollocks.
Yeah.
Also, interesting aside, don't put Vic on your knob and bollocks.
Yeah, don't put Vicks on there either. It's not a lubricant.
Oh God.
What sauce? What sauce are you putting on this car? I'm moving straight on.
Vicks. I want my esophagus to be as clean as my airways. We'll come back round to that.
Yeah, we'll come back around to California.
If you know who did the Cavonia Roar,
yeah,
stick it in the comments because we need to know and we think it's Ainsley Harrier.
I'm going to have to include that in the episode now.
That's our intro. It's our
It was
intro.
before the intro.
I don't care.
California. So,
sauce.
What sauce you put on the cob? Because I reckon if you don't like peanut butter, you don't like raw tomato, you're a gigantic asshole. It's going to be the incorrect sauce. What sauce are you putting on the mega cob?
Right, on a full breakfast cob.
Wait, hold on. Actually,
okay.
Hold on. Let's.
Yeah.
On a sausage cob, what are you putting on it?
Sausage cob. Sausage cob is bacon cob is fixed for me. Bacon cob's got to be brown.
Yes.
Sausage cob can go either way because if you put brown on it, it's a breakfast cob.
Okay.
If you put ketchup on it or mustard, it becomes a hot dog.
Oh, see, no, I would put ketchup on it.
For breakfast?
Yeah.
Asshole. Why would you do that?
But
I bet you have beans on it.
when I'm talking sauce, I don't put a lot on.
Yeah, you get weird about McDonald's putting sauce on your things because you think they do too much.
They put too much sauce on things. Yeah. Sauce is like a grotesque thing.
Yeah, you shouldn't just taste the sauce.
No.
I had this argument with Alex the other day.
It should just be a light tingle.
It should pick out the rest of the flavour.
Yeah, and perhaps it lubricate the sandwich a bit if it's dry.
I think that's the important thing with the breakfast one because unless you've got a runny egg.
Yeah.
Like a runny dumpling.
A runny dumpling. Slap that runny dumpling on a bob, mate. Stick it in a bob. I heard, by the way, my wife was telling me the other day, the Australian Hackneys, that's where the Australian accent comes from. It comes from. It comes
with the extra
from
vowels. And
yeah.
yeah.
Comes from Cockney.
No.
Because so many of them
But
went
how are we
over.
so bad at doing it? Because they evolved in like.
I don't know.
Maybe it's because we just haven't committed enough crimes.
Maybe we need to commit 19 crimes. Snoop Dogg will make a wine for us, and then we can go. I still need to try that, but that's another thing.
The Snoop Dogg wine. Is it not? Is 19 Crimes the Snoop Dogg wine?
19 Crimes is a company that makes the Snoop Dogg wine.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, then it's going to be good.
Yeah, because they do good wine. Yeah.
Like,
Snoop Dogg's not putting his name on trash.
Oh, this stuff is, even the white is.
Yeah, I will.
Pops.
I'll try that. So, you got brown on your bacon.
Yeah.
You got either on your sausage, depending on the time of day.
Yeah.
And I'll allow it. What are you putting on the breakfast cob?
That's got to be brown.
It's going brown.
It's got to be brown.
Let's say, though, the breakfast cob has an egg in it.
Well, brown.
Really?
Brown with an egg.
It's a trick question. No sauce.
See, this is where we come back to the... If it's
The
a
egg
runny,
is
if
the
it's a runny
sauce.
egg,
Yeah.
if it's a runny egg and the bacon and sausage is good, we're talking like there's a
Yeah,
place.
we're doing farm shop.
Oh yeah, I always go to go to my happy place. In Skegness there's the North Sea Observatory on the coast, as you would probably imagine. The breakfast they do there, because it's Lincolnshire, it's all Lincoln. The bacon's local, the sausage is local, the eggs are runny.
Yeah.
With that, I'll go with no sauce because it doesn't need.
It doesn't want anyone getting. It doesn't want daddy's sauce getting in the way.
Oh God, no! It's like you've just basically driven out at like 4 a.m. to this farm that's literally hanging off a cliff to get this sausage that's been expertly like flavoured, like Salt Bay, but in wellies with
an actual good food, not just nonsense.
Oh yeah, we'll do that. Because
I can't be doing with that.
We'll do that. No, I'm with you. No sauce.
No sauce.
The egg
is high quality,
and the meats are.
And the bread is good because what are those stupid bread rolls they do with flour on top that are
Scotch
dry?
rolls.
But no, I think Scotch rolls are like good ones, but you can get them, but
Oh,
they're dry as sin.
Do you mean like the flour, not like the semolina kind?
Yeah, not semolina.
You mean like flour as in the stuff that you would use to dust aside before you made a pizza base?
Yeah, and you only get them in real crappy places.
They must.
The Co-op's bacon rolls, they come in that. Go and have one of them.
No. No, I don't like them.
It's shit.
See,
absolute shit. Ruins the whole thing.
Even Greg's kind of, the cob isn't anything over. The sandwich is like £1 or something.
Yeah.
But even that, like the cob's fine.
Yeah.
But it doesn't need flour on it. That's going to dry it. That's going to suck all the moisture out of your mouth.
But the thing is, these rolls at the Co-op, they are already dry on the inside as well. They're shit. They turn to like grit in your hand. I will find the name out and I will let you know, and we'll just go on some kind of rampage.
We'll do an episode.
Burn the bakery down.
Yeah, because
I don't think they get baked. I think they get shat out by better bread.
They probably just get left in the sun. Like they've probably been on the side of the road for about 3 weeks. And they found them and thought, chuck that in the bob.
Now, so your Beige cob is breakfast, and I completely get that, and that's probably a bit more traditional.
So what, are you going like lunch cob?
I'm going lunch cob. I'm talking big old rolls, not subs, just rolls that are inconceivably big, with ridiculous amounts of filling.
What kind of fillings are you going in?
We're going to go in on. I'm going to go into that, but then also like good salad. So it'll be like some cucumber, some grated carrot,
cucumber, what the
cress.
Shit?
We're talking like real salad here.
Stuff that doesn't have any flavour then. That tastes a bit like... I always think of cucumber as tasting like a damp...
Yeah, but it gives you that crunch.
It tastes like... I can taste... if I have something wonderfully flavoured, there's been cucumber, I can taste it, ruins it.
Wow, no, you're
wrong. It's like licking the back of a bin.
No!
It smells like church basements.
I used to sit... It was called pricking
swirling the talent.
No, it was called... It was called pricking out, where you get a tray of seedlings and you would pot them on from these trays into bigger pots, and then you would pot them up when you took them out of those bigger trays and put them in the pots. I used to sit and do that, and I would just eat raw cucumber. I'd just go into the greenhouse, take a cucumber, and I'd eat that with it. I would have diarrhea.
Oh,
I would have the squirts afterwards, but I would just eat a cucumber. I
it
love
tastes
it.
like I would imagine black mold tastes.
Oh no, it's good.
It's horrible. It's
Right, we're getting off piece anyway.
oh yeah, you were talking about that horrible salad and your your exquisite cob being ruined by.
No, the fillings you're getting, these are classic British fillings. Coronation chicken, chicken bacon and sweet corn, tuna if you're a disgusting melt. Then you got like Ploughman's. I always go for my absolute favourite, and I think this is the sign that a cob place is a real cob place. Minted lamb.
See, if I'm going into lamb, I want it hot.
No, I think it works so well cold.
Some horrible wet stuff in there.
Oh, do you know
what?
what?
It with like the gravy and stuff.
I wish you could try these cobs. I'm going to find out where they come from. Actually, I can't. If I find out where they come from, we're going to eat them every day, and they are big. But it's so good. Minted lamb with the grated carrot and cress. Oh, damn! I clapped again.
No, the problem with yours is though as well. It sounds really sensible.
It's not. It's horrendously big.
Yeah, but payday cob day should be about like I can't do because I can't afford to do this every week. But B, I'll be dead by the end of the year if I go in on that.
What amazes me about payday cob day, and I think it might be because I'm a bit younger than most of the people I work with, and they do sensible things with their money, and I don't. It's cheap. My payday cob cost me like $2.30, and it's a big cob, baked in house, with
horrible filling.
Tons of minted lamb.
Okay.
Or Chinese chicken sometimes.
No, like the
Chinese
British
chicken.
barbecue kind.
Yeah.
Of.
Oh,
Not actual proper.
No.
Whatever they do in China.
No, the red chicken.
Yeah.
The red chicken.
Red chicken with spices.
Oh, it's so good.
Okay.
And you've got you got cress spilling out the front
cress
of it.
I get.
And it's been wrapped in like cling film, so it's all.
Oh yeah, so it's all compact.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, that's important.
It's real good.
I'll hold with most of it. I think you killed it a bit like the peanut thing. You killed it with the cucumber.
Yeah, but you can take the cucumber out.
Yeah, but you'll never get rid of the taste. Like.
No, but you can ask. You tell them what salad to put in.
I was going to say yeah. Okay,
yeah.
Fine. I'll hand with it.
Because and this is the great thing. The women in the office, they sort it out.
Yeah,
so I'm not even.
Order.
This is the best part.
You don't have to talk to the place.
I don't have to talk to the place.
That's
I could be a little bit specific. I'm not, a picky idiot like you, so I'd not. But I could be.
Yeah, and it's not you that's got the grimace when you explain it.
Yeah.
See, I like them. If I'm going lunch for a cob or for a sandwich, I think I've hit my new niveau.
You're going down the road.
I'm going down the road.
And that's dangerous thinking.
It's a pizza place that's smashed it at lunchtime.
Yeah. It's... now the name of the pizza place, I think, is the only ones in the UK, so it kind of gives away where it is.
Yeah, we don't want a queue for me.
Yeah, I don't want to queue outside. But let me tell you guys, this is the best American-style pizza in England.
Yeah,
by far. And it's not even close. If you think Domino's is good, you need a slap, because it's just fine. But this place will be cheaper than Domino's, and it will outperform it in every single category.
Yeah, I'm going to go on record as saying I've never had a better pizza.
I've never had a better American New York pizza. Yeah,
I'm not going to go into the European
or stone baked things like that. It's completely different.
But an American
thing.
pizza,
yeah,
I've never had a better one.
No, the crust is better than most places' pizza.
Yeah, and they don't have to go silly with the stuff they put on it because the actual dough isn't there. But the dough, and this is because we kind of like we always went for the pizza because you go
to a pizza place and it's a pizza place, so you buy the pizza.
Exactly, and the new one, they opened and started doing subs. And I looked at it and thought, okay, but if I'm going to have takeaway at the weekend, I want it to be tea, I want a big,
Yeah, you want a pizza if it's dinner, you don't want a sub for dinner.
Exactly. But then one day H was going out in the evening, so I said, okay, stuff it, I'll get us lunch instead.
Yeah.
We got the subs, and my ass, they're huge.
Yeah.
One is enough for me, and I'm a fat bastard.
Yeah, they are. They're thick.
I bought 3 and we split one between us because I couldn't pick. I couldn't decide.
We bought 3 subs for the 2 of us. Do you know what? That's not as bad as what I do sometimes, and that's buy 2 things for me and 1 for Roo. You know.
Yeah, if I could have got away with it, if she wasn't going to be there,
Yeah.
I'd have eaten the two that I wanted.
Eat one in the car.
Horrible Italian veg one.
Yeah. I can't believe you bought an Italian veg one when there was so many good
daft
options.
for goat's cheese, and actually they nearly run out because it was the end of lunchtime. She wanted the chicken pesto.
Well, Rue had that. Rue had the chicken pesto. It was good.
Everything it should be.
Yeah.
The cold cuts.
The cold cuts.
I don't know what they did. Like, you know, like the mustardy kind of saucy.
Well, there was mustard and pesto in it, but not a lot of pesto, which I thanked them for. Yeah.
Slippery.
Yeah.
And warm.
Oh, now why do they work so well? Because you were getting on about the dough, and there's something about the dough.
I think it's pizza. I think you think it's pizza.
It is pizza. It's the subs, or the bread for the subs, is just mounds of their pizza dough.
They're almost a calzone.
Oh yeah, they're more like a calzone than they're calzones.
Yes.
Because their calzones are actually like pizza pockets.
Yes.
Because they're just like tiny.
And they've probably got a stupid different name.
They're like little barns.
Yeah. They're a little cabinet.
Yeah, little puffball in it. They're just like bread rolls, calzones, but they're filled with sausage and onion. Ooh.
I've not had one of those yet. They didn't have any last time I went for lunch.
I've managed to have the calzone and a sub, and not felt too bad.
1.5 subs was pushing it. I could do it and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I didn't eat much that evening.
And the calzone is smaller than half a sub.
Yeah.
It's
and
smaller
less
than half a
dense,
sub.
I'd imagine.
Oh, yeah, because there's air in that. But yeah, the subs bread is the pizza dough, and it's so good. It's a bit oily. It's not good for you.
See, this is the thing.
But they're not telling you to go there every day.
Your payday cob, apart from the size, the content you could probably have every day and be okay.
Yes, I could eat if you cut my payday cob in half. I would probably
be all right.
Having it. Yeah.
These you couldn't. These are like a once a week or diabetes.
Yeah, you shouldn't probably have one every week.
Heftily cheese based. It's a pizza place. Then there's dough and cheese.
They're making you a sub out of pizza ingredients.
Oh yeah, the meat. I had the ham and mustard one. That ham is pizza ham.
Yeah.
And I thank them for that.
Yeah, it was good pizza ham.
Exactly. That's the stuff that's childhood kind of.
But now, what is the problem with this? Because I've got this written down as the issue with this pizza place. What's the problem? They're too close.
It's too easy. It's like we've talked about the Greg's thing, and this again drifts into the cob bit a bit.
Yeah. So you live too close to this pizza place and Greg's.
Yeah, they're a round trip, so you could feasibly do Greg's for a breakfast cob, cheap. This place for a early afternoon dinner, and then go
a second breakfast. Yeah, you could.
And it's one of these like edge of a housing estate, new housing estate, edge of that like shopping precincts, but quite a nice one.
So you don't have to go into any kind of town or anything. No, you can go on an A road. Yeah. Directly from yours.
The round trip is less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Without the stop to actually buy it. The round trip's 10 minutes. It's an easy round trip. It's all left turns.
Yeah. I love it that factors in.
Well, you're not.
I don't want to have to turn right.
Well, think about the entrance. You're not turning right across those lanes of traffic off an island.
No, that's true.
A busy ass island where racetrack island.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't turning right to go back.
No.
But it's a thing, and it's too easy because I mean they did that like between their meal deal, between their meal deal, for about 20 quid, you could have a really good day of food.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this before. We go shopping. Like if you go to the co-op,
yeah,
you could spend 15.
You waste
making a decent
easy.
meal.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And if you want to add a pudding to it, which you're getting with the meal deal, you're really talking 20 quid.
Yeah, and you can up their like the drink. You can up it to one of their shakes, and their shakes.
Oh, their shakes! So they do American shakes as well, like malt shake. Oh,
it's just basically chucking as many toppings as you. No, it's kind of because I looked at it and they say chuck in as many of the toppings as you want.
Don't.
But no, be selective. And because the last one of the thing said, this one's. It basically said this one slaps. Try that first and see what you think.
Well, I didn't trust that they were going to give me the level I needed. So instead of going malt and caramel, I went malt, caramel. And it literally gave me like a sore throat. There was too much additional flavour in there.
Hefty afterwards, like.
Yeah. Oh, and see, I like to have the shake, but I also get a can of the like American Mountain Dew for the day after. Get that sugar rush, keep going. Major melon. Ooh. It's strong. Speaking of strong, there's a strong man that you and I know. Goes by the name of...
An authoritative man.
Yes, a very authoritative man who goes by the name of Lethbridge. And he's just about to take a step into the room.
What's young Thomas doing? Well, just had his fireside chair up for him.
Well, he looks pretty pleased with himself for this week because it's quite timely. He's still got some left over from Friday. Even though this is Thursday, he's got some left over from tomorrow. Bonfire toffee.
Oof.
Bonfire toffee, also known as treacle toffee, plot toffee, or Tom Trot, is a hard...
Which bleeding cockney wrote this, Tom? Because...
It wasn't me, I'll tell you that. Brittle toffee associated with Halloween and Guy Fawkes Night, also known as Bonfire Night in the United Kingdom. Here, the toffee tastes very strongly of black treacle, and cheap versions can be quite bitter. It's a weird addition. In Scotland, the treat is known as claggum, with less sweet versions
that
known as clack.
Thomas.
In Wales, it is known by a word that I'm not going to bother with. The
Let's just
flavour...
put lots of L's and P's together.
I'll show you it.
And that's our Welsh listeners gone.
That's the one guy in Wales listening.
Yeah,
I think if I tried to pronounce it, I would sound like someone was rogering Scrooge McDuck. Although it is a toffee and never a viscous liquid.
It's also
it is
not a vicious liquid.
No, its flavour is similar to a deep butterscotch. Goodbye, lads.
I mean, Claggum. The
Yeah.
Scotch can ruin anything.
Claggum and clack.
Yeah.
And then, if you say it in Welsh, I think that's how you pronounce that.
I was ready for that.
My sister used to make this every year because we have bonfire night at the nursery.
The dogs.
Yeah.
Like,
I can't eat it anymore. I think it would just destroy my
rip your
teeth.
teeth to pieces.
Yeah.
But no, and
Great
like,
big shards of it. Like,
this is
take your eye
there's
out.
a beer it's called Samishhouse Ale.
Mm.
It's Santa Claus beer.
Oh, yeah.
I'll probably butcher the pronunciation of that as well. Tom, get back in here. But that tastes like everything about bonfire toffee. It tastes like black treacle.
I'm gonna look out for this beer. I love bonfire
If you go
toffee.
to York,
Yeah.
the House of Trembling Madness, the little upstairs pub
Yeah.
above the ale shop, they sell it in there. It's expensive. It's nuclear. Like
It's
it'll
a treat,
rip your
though.
face off.
Yeah.
You're gonna have one bottle on Christmas Eve and sleep through till like Boxing Day, but in a nice way. In a
You're
comfortable,
going to
cozy
at some
sleep.
point.
Hmm.
You get me a bottle and you
Yeah,
get you a
next time
bottle.
we go.
Yeah.
Obviously. Oh, well,
What's our scale for this? And we know we're both in agreement. And for once, we've both tried this pudding or dessert.
yes, because it's not like
Because it's not some strange
Bizarre.
yam-based beaten chicken and cheese.
you've not rubbed a crumpet in poo.
No, it's quite straightforward.
I've actually gone for the acid-base relative strengths in aqueous solutions at 25 degrees. So we're talking strong acids basically.
Okay.
And this is an acid that's going to rip your face off.
This is a strong
It's going to
acid.
stick that face back up your bum.
Yeah.
But it's a strong pudding.
I feel like you should have said that as Macho Man Randy Savage.
I don't think I've got that in me.
No, I don't think I do.
No.
I'd do it badly.
I'd do it, but my lungs would collapse and,
You'd end up in a very similar situation too. Macho Man Randy Savage.
God bless him.
Oh, he was brilliant.
This, I was going straight up to the top. And I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of this. Eliminating careers. I'm not a chemist.
No, yeah.
Hydriodic acid. It's up at the
Hydriodic.
top. Yeah, it's above hydrobromic, above hydrochloric. It's up there.
This is dangerous shit.
It's dangerous shit, but it's like
This is the kind of shit, if you order it off the internet, someone's going to pay you a visit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not letting you have this. This isn't your baby sulfuric acid that you're like washing the pots
that
with.
you have secondary school, primary school.
This is getting... I don't think they have much acid in primary schools these days.
But you're not going to get this in a secondary school science
I think
lab.
this is going to get a bit Breaking Bad.
Oh, right, yeah.
There's going to be a bathtub thing. But
Yeah.
You know, Bonfire Toffee deserves that kind of recognition.
It does. It really does. I think it should be bigger. More people should know about it. However, you've got a very small part of your life where you can eat it.
Yeah,
because honestly, it is.
You need your baby teeth because they need to not matter.
Yeah, it's destructive. It really is destructive. I think like real toffee, because a lot of people call things toffee, and it's like a milky based thing that, you know,
caramel.
Yeah, it's like a hard caramel. That's not toffee. Toffee, like Bonfire Toffee, is sharp and hard, like glass.
Yeah, toffee is.
This is black glass. This is onyx.
Yeah, these dudes, you know that like there's this thing that dudes will bite into a glass to start a fight.
Yeah.
Like they'll look you in the eye, they'll bite through the glass, and that means
that sounds terrifying.
Kind of yeah, well,
someone should just get a packet of Bonfire Toffee.
Just start chowing down,
just staring you right in the eyes.
Lethbridge, like tucks his pocket watch back into his blazer.
Yeah.
Removes a packet of Bonfire Toffee from his back pocket.
Yeah.
And starts to crunch it.
For that one time, he was having a respectable fight with Niles Crane.
Oh, we're going to do Frasier at some point.
We are going in on Frasier and Gilmore and Downton. We're going to do a TV spectacular.
Paddington by association.
Paddington's Dad special.
No, it's going up at the top. It's Hydriotic. It's the big boy.
Yeah, it's a great pudding.
You recognise, but it's dangerous.
Yeah.
You respect it. You use it properly.
Yeah. I think that's a great way to send off. Right. Let's see where we can find the Pudding Boys. We can find the Pudding Boys. Other people, hopefully.
We also can.
But also us. Can find the Pudding Boys on iTunes. It's there.
We can. It's on there. You can make it a toffee apple this week.
Oh, I should have.
Yeah.
And it's got the Halloween episode shown up, and it's got the little
cards are there. You can see a decent amount of effort that went into those little puds.
Oh yeah, because there's going to be a special Christmas pud coming up.
I've seen the ones for the events next year.
Yeah, they're worth going onto a platform where you can see the little pictures.
Yes.
But we're on iTunes. We're on Spotify, which we haven't checked if the pictures are there. We're on Audible and Amazon Music, which they are. We're on Google Podcasts, which this week was on time.
Yeah.
No pictures, but...
Because we went in on it last week.
Yeah, because we slagged them off. Keep it up, Google. And you can find us on YouTube. And if you find us on YouTube or any of these other places, remember to subscribe. Leave a review where you can. Leave a comment when you can. Smash that like button. Do a backflip. Lick your computer screen, unless it's your phone, because then it's probably got germs on it. Lick it anyway.
Don't lick it while you're on the toilet.
Throw it at your hamster and scream Pudding Boys. Pudding Boys! Pudding Boys!
Pudding Boys!
We might need...
Welcome home!
Diddle-diddle-diddle.